anka se omo so epese change election date no ana ese efro na anyway di hunkomo kakra daily dispatch for de na moteye enti anope mo publish EC start processes for 2024 election to be held in November.
Yo me that say anepe mine Mensa kasa or see at the IPAC meeting no majority had committed themselves to say they don't mind if it will be done in November. But in the aftermath of IPAC meeting, they decided say voting in November, no, when it is adopted, it should start in 2028. In Janope, mini Mensa, I've known Mensa from IEADs for the past 20 years.
But what are my sciences to be? Say, when I'm Mensa Cassan or saying,
I see the processes they are starting in terms of agreeing for a November date of vote, you know. They are now projecting it to start in 2028 elections.
Okay. Now, if that is the case, their communication say yes, starting process no near the Bayajuma this year. No, now if you hear
when we say I'm meeting now, one more year no, here for new online report. The meeting they had not concluded, but majority of members NDC at the meeting opposed it. But majority of people at the IPAC meeting did not mind if it will start this year. Or some month for the IPAC meeting, when decisions are taken, it is the majority view which carries the day. So, Oma is cynical, but so can your story now you're telling from online now almost say majority did not object to it starting November this year. It's in the story that the LPP had not stated their preference. It is also in the story that the NDC were against it. These are two parties. But majority of those who attended the IPAC meeting did not mind for it to start this year.
Uncle Banams, what
Mrs. Mensa Casano. Or see, I'm saying the aftermath of IPAC meeting, the EC, the processes they are starting is that November vote, it should take effect in 2028.
What the election said, my Ghanamultimedia ache. Say a bet to November and a bet to December, no. Making any difference, Anna?
Oh, I think that the wisdom behind November, no, in the aftermath of runoff, you read December 7th, let's say, Obia in 50%. You have to have a runoff within 2-3 weeks so that the government, president, party, Ombelusuno, president in power, a party in power, they lose, or the president in each floor. They have to hand over all the ministries, the presidency, they have to write their notes and hand over to the incoming party and government. I think that November makes quite a bit of sense. So you're about having it even in the middle of November. Now, a call runoff, you're even end of November. By the beginning of December, if there's a change, they will have about a month to prepare a handover. So November, I think that it takes into account the giddy and hassle that happens in the event that there is no first round victory for any party.
Now, means I say, Electoral Commission decided to obey implementation this year. At the end, the problem is now.
Oh, what will say? They themselves, they may not be fully prepared, and they are there to seek the interest of Ghana. They are there to serve the Ghanaian public through the political parties. Even though IPAC majority may not mind, once I'm sure Omujo who said the two biggest parties, MPP and NDC, had not said, say, we agree, no, it makes sense for them to take a step back and look again. So, because the two parties, they get about cumulatively about 95%, 97% of the votes in the presidential elections. Anyway, so it makes sense that they have to try and kind of take on board these two big parties, their positions and stand on issues that EC will want to take. Okay.
NDC for every IPAC meeting for a while now. On the Monday, the first IPAC meeting in so many years, and I say so many months. Now, almost halfway, and almost a statement the tone of the statement. Or advice to NDC as our IPAC meeting, Electoral Commission basing.
Oh, why have they come back? They've seen that, yes, Omufimu to protest certain things. That's also now once mass who hinsua. Tokotokubo hene. That's a nebisi. No Bokunu. Ubenya nose bleeding. One kuna, Ubenya nose bleeding. Ukwa now by. But that's what must say.
Matthias,
very good.
Okay. That's and Chimuka crowd ya mine before see bija kwamo akono. Memory day twem NPP parliamentary primaries ekoyi ni pibijino manemu. What share said their process ni koye any omu free mu baye any omu nso a elusu no a. And the whole process no at the same.
I think that the NPP has done well. They have learnt their lessons from 2020. When at that time, there were they wanted to protect some sitting MPs who had become unpopular. If you total the votes of President Akufo-Addo and you total the votes of the parliamentary candidates, in Angano, some of the MPP supporters voted for Akufo-Addo and did not vote for the parliamentary candidate because they felt that they were forced on them. That is why NDC won as many as 30 seats, 29, 30 seats in 2020. So as a political party, I must commend them, say, they've learned from what happened in 2020. And even though 28 incumbent MPs have lost, people in the various constituencies will see, say, oh, there was no Pepe. So if the party had made an attempt to protect certain people, you can see 2020, no, but I must commend the party from learning from their mistake in 2020.
All right. Ira Ephson, yedase any ebre a woni edin common bibi ani a yebesan so aba yedase pa.
Yeah, I'm that.
Enti abushan movement in the morning jumadi wuntumi radio 95.9 movement TV. Ira Ephson, the managing editor the Daily Dispatch, the Bokrata no na anopai ye no akwakudi enkomo. Na asante pacho hwe phone so. That's bre. And for agenda set to my mo. Hey, agenda. 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 Ghana wahum. Ayana Crawford Jenny on personal interest and SCA. Oh, sir, Dr. Bawumia, ye nas, ye be you know. In fact, before see ye two about wouldn't say 2020, they declare banana, ye started some more next Pekufado successor. And idea kwakugu. Ye you Dr. Bawumia before see be in the crana running bit in some a year ni anya sam ketwa ehura ma fe dia utum say Ajo. Oma pagya ho for sant for picture na bra na infantile T4. And then the latest one aba any sa picture ya me dey kire wi. And no so ahyase gada momentum de den patro picture ni ni. Enipa maako enum ena aba abonten. Now campaign manager is for campaign manager for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Enya sam keto ogono no so nkrofo ahyase just said Dr. Bawumia nyanyi reanimate kura no afedi ya abandon reanimate no argument na ba ye nkrofo e ma chema huntumi kura etwa asama to no yi ni nyina chi na afedi esi at the search for a campaign manager amanfo aye on list aye de enam abonten enti nipa num
ba eye dawro aba say ya ma obi anso de na adwen ba nipa num na omgu no bi asefata bet se me kwabena meti heyi ena me yi campaign manager ama MPP jangwa ku botwe wo ho a na wusan ho akwa nipa afro
okay
nipa numi because onu na djuma be no waye no Ghana politics mo MPP mo a wa fe leader general secretary MP minister yeah, number one.
Juma na din pan ye de share in some modern times. Say regional reorganization.
And so what in it?
And yet easy so between demarcating regions or my in recent times. Nank watch me with ease.
No, I think say obi say Uramak menu is
on your break. Why
on one gas because be power one year.
On the why
Kwabra Japan. We are the campaign manager. And you're bad, but I think say be man special appreciation.
Yeah.
John Boadu for me is effectively out. At the current time, because we effectively out in the say, where the immediate past general secretary.
Yes.
It's one more on call contest no. One more that we see.
On to me, man,
oh, it will not be politically wise to say. To a person like John Boadu say, it doesn't mean one to me yet. Okay, but we just have special rules. Na Kwabena Wuku die. Okay, the man can straight away. But also we first were contestants member of parliament. It's all of my I limited kakra. One say there one got a special role to play. A war a friend say.